around here, it's leaking some of that juice.
These buyers.
Like we're in a holding pattern, waiting for headlines.
We'll
Right.
What it
see.
feels like, doesn't it?
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, right now, we are seeing the buyers continue to lift offers going in the ES. What's that now, Hogue?
5,700 positive, 5,800 positive, 5,900 positive. Some just got up to 5,900 positive there.
Okay.
850 positive in the NASDAQ.
So we're continuing to see. Oh, let's roll. Spoozer and rollover, Hogue.
Starting.
Starting to okay.
Oh, yeah. A week from tomorrow, we'll switch to June.
Oh, okay. All right. So we got time.
Yeah. And the reason for explanation that, and we'll look at it closer, Delta gets screwed up by the roll because what may look as someone, buying here could actually be a neutral roll, right? They're just selling the next contract.
Yep. Getting out of getting out of
Yeah.
the March to maybe early for that, but
It is early. I'm looking at it now. So the March Delta is positive 6,000.
6th.
June, positive 94.
Okay. Continue to
Volume still pretty low in the June, so still sort of lean on the Delta in the March.
an opening call. Were you guys talking about the nano contract and silver trading tons of volume?
Yeah, you know what, that was misquoted.
Oh, my
I
bad.
was looking
Oh,
at
I
the
put it out there. My bad.
was looking at the micros. Yeah, the 100-ounce silver futures traded about 11,500 on Friday.
Okay.
It is increasing, but
Interesting.
slowly.
It'll take
It's
some time if
what's interesting
traders
is there's
gonna.
only 3,900 in open interest.
Oh,
Volume's
Yeah.
3 times open interest.
There you go.
People not holding them. But
No,
Nope.
they should,
speculative.
even though there's not much volume, I would think that because it's just essentially a derivative of the other silver contracts, that it should be pretty safe.
Here
Somebody
goes
asked what the
equities
gap
now.
is.
Nasdaq
Yeah, another pop there.
looking to break through.
Chat is fired
High of the
up.
range.
Yeah, 6680 just popped up to in the ES. NQ is looking at the 5-minute. This is the upper end of the range. NQ traded over 24,470. The chat, Bledsoe. Dude, these mini rallies are crazy. They are. See money, take money.
See money, take money. Yes, Andre. 100%.
Scalp mode. We're scalp. We're all scalpers today.
Nasdaq's holding up pretty well, so that it's starting to look a little bit different than the price action we were seeing earlier. The fact that we held halfway through and we're continuing to hold up here in these upper 400s. So maybe we can get a breakout through session highs. Maybe fill some of this gap.
I'm trying. Yes, giving it a shot. And NQ also. NQ grinding higher here. 24,480.
Somebody asked what the gap will be, or where futures prices will be when we roll. In the ES, I can see right now there's about between the ESH and ESM, there's about a 50-point difference. That won't narrow too
More
much.
buying.
Well, it'll be a little less than that.
Depending.
Yeah, 6680 just printed ES. And NQ buyers continuing to drive it higher. 24,490 last trade. 493s now. Gold pushing higher as well. 5,100 last trade.
Nasdaq tapping on 500. Now this is starting to look stronger. Starting to look stronger for a gap fill.
So
We
if
got
we were
100
going to try and do
points.
that, where would you think about getting in? Are you going to wait for it to get close to the? I mean, you're looking at the NQ. I'm looking at the ES. Are you going to wait for it to get into that gap, or what are you thinking?
That's the hard part, Jack, right? Because there's two ways. It's being a little preemptive of the breakout, expecting a breakout, or wait for it to break out, retest, and find some type of 3-bar reversal.
Keep a close eye on that.
We're buying gold, 51.05. Last trade, crude, trading right around $101. And Q
It's a
can.
little sleepy on the news wires right
Yeah,
now.
it's a little sleepy on this rally too. Are you guys convinced? Are we convinced
No,
there's neither? It's 50-50 tilt in the equities.
it's quiet. Too quiet.
Sure is. What we got? Top of the hour, we got New York Fed inflation expectations in about 20 minutes. Still about 20 points from initial balance high in the ES. Scratch that 13 points from IB high in the ES. That price is 66.93. And Q about 30 points, give or take, from initial balance high.
Right up there at that 5% off the all-time high in the S&Ps as well, Andre.
Was that
That's
93s?
been our 66.91.
91s? Okay.
Yeah, as someone mentioned, the VIX
That's
is
been
below 30.
Uh-oh. We'll stay below
First
30.
time today.
Can't imagine unless they hustled and did them this morning that the New York Fed inflation expectations will be a huge mover.
Yeah. Inflation.
The board has changed a little.
Yes, it has. What if those expectations have increased?
I
We're
am
buying in
long.
gold. Okay.
All
I'm gonna
right.
be.
What price?
This is preemptive, Jack. This is one where it's like I'm putting risk on, expecting a breakout. So I'm looking for that breakout to the long side.
Oh, I'm just seeing that NQ chart on our monitor here. It's doing way better than the ES right now. We're not,
Yeah, it is.
we're still, more than 20 points away from the Globex Open in the ES.
What price you get, Dakota?
I got 92.
Okay.
We'll see if we get
492.
this breakout into the gap here above 500s.
Might just get it. Dow continue to grind higher. 46,900.
The only way I'm going to do this is just with this small size.
Yeah.
Small size, not risking a whole lot. No way would I do this with anything bigger than that, than micro.
One
With
micro.
this type of volatility.
And this type of trade, right? If you catch the.
Yeah, and this type of trade, right? Being preemptive.
Sure. We're buying in gold. 51.10 last trade. So we continue to see some buying in. Yes, holding bid. That pile.
really just kind of holding Delta as well. 7,500 positive now.
It's 75. They're going. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to win this thing.
Okay.
1,400 in
Right.
the NASDAQ.
Wow. 50-50 tilt, Dakota.
I like it. There's strong negative gamma at like the opening Globex print, pretty much like 6,700 or a little bit above there. My guess is there might be a lot of people who have bought calls around that strike that are trying, obviously looking for the gap to fill. So I like this.
Well, we're trying, so I like it as well.
Gold rallying. Crude not doing much.
I will say if this If this reverses and I take a loss, this is a trade I would take every time.
Even if it's preemptive.
Even if it's preemptive, Hogue. Just a little bit of risk for buying equities, right?
Better reward.
I love buying equities,
Yep.
buying the dip.
Absolutely.
And with a gap above this, it's, I don't want to say it feels too good to be true, but it just, to me, the trade. If I'm a breakout trader, I'm looking for a breakout. It lines up with the way I'm watching these markets.
Speaking of breaking out, gold definitely breaking out right now. 51.20 last trade. Looking about a $20 rally here in the last couple minutes in gold. Seeing some more buying in the ES. NQ.
Gold just took out the IB high.
Sure did.
And wow, there goes
New high.
NASDAQ. Session highs.
Yeah.
Let's
There
go.
it goes. There's a breakout to those 530s.
Damn, Dakota. Nice. 15 minutes till the top of the hour. New highs, new session highs in the NQ. That'd be 24,541. About what, 100 points from that gap fill, give or take?
40s, 50s.
Yes, more buying.
NQ is killing it. ES still not really near the Globex open print.
Nope.
Got about 5
Hmm.
points to initial balance
So
high in the ES.
your session gap, weekend gap, closes at 24,601.
601s, okay.
Yeah.
50
If you're
points.
going
50
all the way to
points.
settlement, you're going 24,670 quarter.
Okay. New highs and Q. Dakota, how are you managing this trade? Long for 24,492.
I'm going to get out of this here soon on another pop. I'm getting out of
Okay.
this with another pop for, there you go. Flat, 65 points.
Nice trade, man. Damn.
Nice.
That was the breakout.
Sure was.
Breakout trade right there.
Hell yeah, it was
What I was looking for.
preemptive. What'd you
It's
see
great.
there, Dakota? What'd you like? Well, what did you like about that? Because we were in the range. We were stuck in this, not stuck, but we were in the range here. Thank you for about the first hour, 15 minutes or so of this New York session. You bought
Correct.
492s.
So
What did you see that led
you
you
see
to
these
get
pivots
long?
here on the 5-minute chart,
Yeah, let's go to it.
right?
Let's see this.
Here's the high when we first opened the New York session. Made a lower high. But like I was saying, we held half of this range, which we've held before. And we kept just bumping up against this. We broke out, hesitating. Like I was saying, these equities are holding now. We're holding these levels. And we have that gap up above. We zoom out, right? That Sunday gap right here above this 500 level where we gapped, and close is not up until like, man, way up, way up into these 600s. So it was just primed for a breakout. I'm a breakout trader. I like to get in with momentum. I was being preemptive, which is fine by me, because it's risk. There's a stop loss. No, there's no such thing as a bad trade as long as risk is managed. And buying equities, I love to get in long equities. Buy the dip, BTFD.
That's exactly what you did. I see another round of buying here. Gold pulling back about $10 or so. Up against initial balance high right now in the ES 66.93. Let's trade there.
For what it's worth, we did close the gap in the VIX. We're down to 28.90 at the moment.
All right, buyers are continuing to take this thing higher in the equities. Crude selling down right at $100. Even call it. New highs NQ. 4,575. Session highs, I should say. And that's going to leave me nice patience there, Dakota. Sit on your hands. Not you sit on your hands. You were locked in. You were watching the price action. And you saw the markets continue to firm, hold bid there. So what did Dakota do there? I'd say he prioritized
I say this all the time.
Quality over quantity, Dakota.
Yeah, exactly. We say it all the time. What's one of the biggest jobs as a trader is not trading. We sit here and we wait.
Guess what the tip of the week is, Dakota? here on Top Step TV because we bring you a new one.
What's the tip of the week? It's Monday.
What's the tip of the week? What is that? What do we got here? Oh, prioritize quality over quantity. You gotta be kidding me. That means avoid chasing every possible trade. It's funny how that works. Focus on clean, high probability steps. Reduce trade frequency during chop. Wow. Exactly. And quality trades lead to consistent profits. Exactly what we saw there.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did there, Dakota. Nice trade. Again,
hey, I didn't see this
quantity.
before.
I did. I'm looking. I got the teleprompter right here.
Tell you did.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice trade. Nice trade. All right. We're up against these initial balance highs in the ES 6691. Thank you. Holding bid. Well, turning around. What would the play be? Up against IB high in the ES. It's holding here.
Yeah.
Obviously, that delta
Right now in the S&Ps?
Yeah. What would
It's a short.
Okay.
Well, in the NASDAQ, it's a long.
Interesting. Here we go.
That's interesting.
Are they gonna sell this thing?
You guys see where this 30-minute bar closes.
Sell this shit. There comes the sellers.
Got a few more Mag 7 flipping green here. Apple barely in the green. Broadcom's up 3%. Google up a little. Nvidia 0.7%.
Thank you. Crude. Very, very calm right now. $100.40. Yeah, finally. There you go, Chapman in the chat. Settling down for now.
Yeah, crude's
105. Top of the hour in what 10 minutes or so. What's that delta up to now, Hogue? I want to get short. What's it? 9,000.
8,600. Okay. 1,300 in the NASDAQ. Positives.
Relentless.
Yep. They're telling you different stories right now, so try and stay patient. But
Dr. Dax in the chat. Cruise going to $200. Oh yeah. That's
yeah.
Silver was too.
There are ways to profit off of that if that's the case.
What do we get up to? Like 140s, 145s at one point.
I saw a lot of good Twitter harassment this weekend of folks with these outrageous "this will happen." Like, what's your position? Like, do you have anything in it?
Seen the same thing with gold and silver. Everyone was convinced silver to 200.
Yeah. Well, Gasparino was catching a little flack for that. He said it's going to calm down. It was
wow.
People are like, "Well, are you short oil? Like,
wow.
Who cares?"
My God, Gasparino.
All right, NQ's pumping up.
Yes, it is.
Close the gap.
66.95 last trade in ES. Get to 6,700s. What a resilient equity market. Crude completely settled down right now. $100.44.
ES very close to its opening Globex print there. Around 66.98 3/4. So far, that's still, the high tick of the day.
In the chat, Snowfall saying, no limit down for those fake gurus suggesting on Twitter. That what they were suggesting? They just want the volatility. That's all. More buying equities. Look at this. Yeah, 66.98 last trade. The damn Delta Hogue. They're just relentless, man.
Yeah.
We're not letting anything go lower.
10,000 now.
10,000. Wow. And Q 24,585
in the ES. Yeah. To gap or not to gap?
How do they do this? How do they?
It's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Very quiet headlines. Very, very quiet on the headlines right now.
In the S&P
there we go.
It's a little bit further to close the session weekend gap. That's You got to get up to 67.1575
That's what I got.
to close this session weekend gap, but to get all the way back up to settlement, you got a ways to go.
Yeah.
67, 43.75.
Yeah. Someone asked, did ES fill its gap? No, it hasn't even started yet. Seems to be meeting a little bit of resistance right there.
It sure does, Jack. You're telling me
Nasdaq
Cruise isn't going to
might
pop.
be filling the gap.
You're telling me Cruise not going to pop $5 here in the next some point here in the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
I mean, if we fill this gap, I'd be very tempted to sell the ES.
Dow
Absent
cooking
getting,
higher.
cooked by news. I don't know how much celebratory buying there will be once this gap is closed, if it closes.
We're buying ES. Look at this. 66.99 last trade in the ES. Can we see 6,700s? Almost got there. NQ. We're buying NQ 24,585. Session highs there. We're buying in the Dow. Dow 47,062 last trade. Shout out to the longs.
Shout out to the longs.
Yeah.
That Delta kit, they kept going in.
Crude right around 100.
Yeah.
ES making a valiant second attempt. It looks around 4:30 in the morning.
Nicholas
We
Anthony.
broke those Globex opens, but didn't find any momentum there. Now we try again. This time, though, the VIX is 28.5.
You're telling me Crude's not going to pop $5? Come on. It's off of something. Well, Crude's looking like it wants to take a peek beneath $100. We just saw 99. 99.98 last trade.
Oh, we're seeing something's going on.
That's
There's a wiggle.
That's my. Yeah.
They heard you, Jack. They heard you,
There's your
Andre.
pop. There's that crude pop.
Oh wow, there goes Nasdaq. Oh, it's
Well,
dumping.
Yeah. Crude pop $101 last trade there. ES might be taking a little peek lower here. 66.92. NQ about 40-point pullback there. What was it? Nothing on the headlines. All right, top of the hour here in a couple minutes. Hogue, what do we do with those IB high, IB low prices? We're pretty much right at initial balance high both. Well,
Yeah, we're right
ES
at
and
it.
Q are. What do you want to see?
You got to watch the dome here for the next few minutes. If this 30-minute bar closes above, I don't know, let's go with the ES. This 30-minute bar closes above the IB high. Then you watch the dome. Because you're gonna wanna look at it and you're gonna want to be able to say to yourself, wow, it looks like a lot of people are interested in price in this market up here, which is starting to look like it already. So if you see I know Jack likes the word robust. If you see a robust dome after the 10 o'clock time change above the initial balance high,
Okay.
there's a bigger probability of continuation. If it closes up here and then dies, we've already run all the stops, and it looks like nobody cares. Like there's no orders being placed. Price isn't moving very much. It looks like a sleepy dome. Then the probability of continuation reduces, and you would look for the opposite direction. But sometimes you might see some really good information here as we get closer to the time change on the hour here, because there's likely to be a bunch of executions that are going to happen here in the next 2 to 4 minutes, and you can get some good information from that, as we have seen in the past. So we will see. We'll watch together.
Got some headlines here from the President of the United States. Trump, we are nowhere near sending troops into Iran. This is for the New York Post. Ordering around ground mission at new facility. Now says not happy with Tehran's new leader. Eye on again, president. Headlines hitting the wire right now. The New York Post. I'm seeing some offers coming in on the ES.
Hey, you see this?
What, those offers on the ladder?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you know what's about to happen.
So this is all driving price back below the initial balance low.
Who's gonna pop?
Are they being filled?
Yeah.
Some, yeah.
Mhm. So nothing more, nothing further from the president. 20 seconds, top of the hour.
Some of them are actually just being flashed and canceled here.
London is not close. London close in about 90 minutes.
There's wiggle.
Yeah. Finally a red bar. 5 minute.
Yep,
Yes.
Man.
But
so seeing some pretty robust activity. I think the probability of continuation is good.
To the upside?
Yes. You want to know now?
If we're going to, for a failed push higher here? Or, we got the Fed.
NASDAQ closed and opened the next 30-minute bar above the initial balance high. S&P's just opened right on it.
Okay.
But looking at the dome, it looks like people care.
Those New York Fed inflation expectations to come out, nothing earth shattering there. These on the labor market were mixed relative to January. All right, I think something's about to pop here. Feel it come. All right.
We could fill this gap in the NASDAQ.
Sure can.
We're holding really well.
Yeah.
All right, let these markets breathe, marinate a little bit. Everyone is flat. So, James, come on in here. What do we got coming up here on Top Step TV? Also, we got a little bit of news in relation to oil prices. James, Dr. Volatility, happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everybody.
What's up,
chat? I missed you guys. How we doing? It's Monday, and today I'm here to talk to you about the things that you need to know to stay in the know with Top Step and Top Step TV. And today I'm talking about the Top Step Discord. That's right, the Top Step Discord is the place to be if you're not already a member. What you can find in the Discord, well, you can find just about anything you're looking for. You can find a Trading Buddies channel. You can find channels based off the products that you trade. You can even find a Toss Up TV channel so you can trash us there, as well as the YouTube chat. There's tons to do in the Discord, and it's always active. Once we go off air, the trading talk continues in our Discord, and we have one of the largest trading Discord communities out there. If you're not a member of it, what are you waiting for? We're going to drop the link in the chat. Go ahead and click on it and join the Top Step Discord today. Quick help when you need it from our moderators and ambassadors. And if you have a question, I'm sure you can find an answer in the Discord. Go ahead and take it with you, download it to your phone, and carry us with you wherever you go. Never trade alone with the Top Step Discord community. Then later on today at 12 p.m. Central Time, it's group coaching. Group coaching. Did you guys miss it? It's the point in the show where your questions are answered live on air. And today we are joined by three amazing Top Step TV personalities that go by the name Gabe, Deanna, and Anne Marie. Did you catch Deanna's metal markets this morning? If you did and you have any questions based off anything Deanna asked, you can ask her a question during group coaching today. Did you catch market kickoff yesterday at 4:45 p.m. with Anne Marie Band? If you did and you have questions, you can ask her live here on TV now today, 12 p.m. Central Time. And if you're wondering how do I ask questions, well, there's going to be a link in the chat. We're going to pin it to the top, and you can click on it. It's going to say submit your group coaching form. Submit your questions here. Click on it, fill out your question, and then be back in your seat by 12 p.m. Central Time for group coaching. You never know what you might learn when you tune in. Now, before we go back to the charts with everybody, Gas Watch continues here on Toss Up TV. Pain at the pump is being felt across the US and the world. The average price for a gallon of gas now stands at $3.48 in the United States. That's a jump of 17% since the war in Iran started slightly more than a week ago. No relief is in sight as the price of oil jumped above $100 per barrel Sunday. That increase is likely to be felt at gas stations starting Monday. Retail gas prices tend to move less on weekends because wholesale gas markets are closed. It's also not just the cost of filling up that's impacted. Higher fuel costs trickle through the economy and raise prices on just about everything that has to be transported.
Definitely. Good stuff. Thank you for that. And pinned to the top of the chat, got that form, the link for the form for group coaching. Get those questions in for Abe, D, and Anne Marie. New highs, new session highs in the ES, 67.04 half. Hogue, we're talking about that. Make the conviction, continue push higher here. Saw just that. NQ into new highs, 24,589.
Getting very close to a big fat round number here. The high is currently 6,700 in the SPX. There's just about, we're close to roll. Just like it's hard with it moving around like this. Just like maybe 5-point gap between them.
Crude below 100 now.
Sure is. More selling crude. $99. Last trade. Gold beneath 5,100. 5,095. Yeah, the London close. not at the bottom of the hour, not in 25 minutes. That'll actually be an hour and 25 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Daylight savings change.
That's right.
Same with slow
What was your
markets.
session
Yep,
gap
we
close
started.
in the NASDAQ?
All right.
We did close or we're
601.
601. So
Almost pushing there.
All right. And we're selling in crude now. $98.50.
NASDAQ, we could be there in 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Well, speaking of that, Hogue, you got to bounce. Hogue, I'll let you get out
Yeah.
of here. You'll be back in a little bit. Couple words, Hogue, before you get out of here. We'll see you later today. But as always, I'll keep me posted on that Delta as well. Hogue, as always, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Andre, always a pleasure. Dakota, Jack, all of you. Gotta run, gotta take care of some business, but I'll be back later on and back tomorrow. Blessings to you all. Let's keep this rally going. I love when the S&Ps and the
Likes it.
equities rally.
Okay.
See you later.
Thank you.
See you.
Farewell, Hug.
Okay. 24,594 half. Last trade. In the
Looks like we're
NQ.
looking to
in
fill
the
that
gap
gap
now.
Yeah, we
in
are.
the
Gap
ES.
fill. What do you got for
Let
that
me know
price?
when the NQ fills it.
Okay.
We're not too far. We're
Unreal.
almost to these 600s.
Yep.
NASDAQ or crude's getting sold here.
Yes, it is.
The fuel is
Getting
there in
close
the
to its gap.
options too.
Wow. 601. So we get session highs and Q 24,598. We are on gap watch. Will we fill the gap? couple more points. We're selling in
That could be
crude.
another T-shirt, right?
Oh,
Just say just Gap Watch.
Gap watch. Can we get there? We're about 3
Can't
points.
possibly be any other meanings that
I don't
viewers
know.
would take from that.
Oh, when the market reopens, that we did not. Another round of buying here.
Yeah.
We got VIX beneath 30. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, it has for a bit. We're
Yep.
down to
Man.
28.40.
28. Wow.
Yeah, we are.
Womp womp.
I know.
Did we bottom? Did these equities bottom? Because with VIX over 30.
You're telling me that oil isn't going to spike? Thought we were going to. Thought we had it.
Well, in its defense, it spiked to 119 bucks
Oh,
last
did
night.
it?
So
Yes,
mission
it sure did.
accomplished.
Sure did. Sellers find some traction in the equities. Looked like we had some more room to the downside. Buyers did fight good fight and put in some support. Yes, looking what 8-point pullback off the highs.
Not super encouraging for the ES that it didn't rip through that negative gamma at 6,700 or 67. Pretty much where the highs of the day are right now is 6,700 in the SPX.
We're selling crude.
Crude has a gap too.
Like around 91s, I believe. 5 minutes equities. We'll get another round of buying here.
KB831 says, why does the market not want the VIX over 30? Because VIX over 30 is very volatile, and uniformly, once you get to higher levels than that, the market's going to be down a lot, right? If the VIX is like 50 or something, just knowing that, I know it's a big red day, or at the time that you give that reading, right? There's a rule of 16. Basically, you can take the VIX, divide it by 16, and that could be like a little rule of thumb for what the implied move is in percent for the day. So imagine you have like, a 32 VIX means you're looking at like a 2% move. That's a lot of volatility.
We're selling in crude.
goes-
97, 85 last trade. Equities holding bid right around these highs. 4 points off those session highs in the ES. And Q about 10 points off the session highs right now. We're selling crude. $97.80. $97.80. Last trade there. We're selling.
Emmons is correct. That's how that little rule works.
Dakota, you're eyeing
Yes,
something.
Andre.
What are you eyeing right now?
I'm watching this Nasdaq. We're hanging below these 570s, just below 600. I want to see Nasdaq fill this gap.
So you can short it.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
I'm waiting. It's
I
gonna
know,
take a
I
while.
know.
Yes.
We seen what happened Friday, Jack, where we had that nice rally in the New York session, and then Power Hour we just completely reversed and dumped.
There you go. Looks like we got a little other pop. New session highs, ES 6707 half. And Q, same story. New session highs, 24,602. So did we fill it? Well, we was talking about 601s. Did we fill the gap in the NQ? Dakota? I got 661s.
No. The gap's not going to be filled until maybe like these 660s.
Okay.
You can see this was that level of support where we're at right now, these 600s. We low of Friday, we bounced off it once, bounced off it twice, these lower 600s. But technically, a lot of traders look at this as a gap right around 660s. So
Pop
we
here
still got a little ways
gold.
to go. We're over halfway.
Those there are wondering, what do you guys think? The gap, what's the significance of the gap? Filling the gap, not filling the gap? Perfect question for group coaching. Gabe D and Anne Marie will most certainly break it down. The significance. Why always just have an eye on those prices? Right now, continue to grind higher in the NQ 24,610. Session highs there. Crude did bounce a little bit. Now $98.55.
Yeah. Nvidia's up. Net
Anyways,
Broadcom's up pretty big.
quiet on the wire. Quiet on the
SanDisk
wire.
going. Excellent.
Pop this. What are bonds doing?
Right now,
ZN. Oh,
we got. I'm going to look at the
ZN.
yields. Yeah, ZN
ZN
popped a
just,
little bit. We're
yeah, it did.
4.14 in the 10-year yield at the moment. The one thing that's giving me pause on this gap fill here, for the ES at least, is I'm kind of surprised for not at least like ripping through these next 5 points. A lot of times you'll see me fade around these big fat round numbers in the spot market.
Wow, more buy.
But in this case, it's all like negative gamma. So
Wow.
there's really no resistance at upside. There we go. Now it's doing it.
Wow. Look at that. New
There
session
was
highs.
Nasdaq.
24,615. New session highs. NQES 6708. Looking at a 60, 70 point rally in the last hour or so in the ES. NQ, nice 250 point rally. Okay.
What a rally.
10-year continuing to catch a bid here, Jack. I don't know what to make of it.
Well,
Yeah,
they're all interconnected, right? So
they
like
are.
my read on it would be that crude is selling off. So the reason the yields popped is because oil's doubled, right? And inflation is kind of built into you need a return higher than what you would think the inflation rate's going to be. So if you think inflation's going up, the yields are going to go higher. So oil selling off, VIX coming down. So VIX is, I know there's a VIX for oil, but the VIX is still kind of a proxy right now for the uncertainty of all this. We would expect, the bond yields to come in a little bit.
New highs, new session high prices in the 10-year. Again, prices go up, 10-year yields go down. On the hour, 14 minutes. Not the London close. Will not be the London close. The bottom of the hour. Be an hour
Nasdaq
after
keeps
that.
holding.
We're selling in crude. $87.86.
Crude looking to maybe fill the gap.
Noah's all over it. Noah's trades in the chat say 2 heart lot at 67.15 in the ES. Job well done. Indeed, there is. Using that level 2 data on Top Step X. See that 250 lot at 67.15.
Let's take a look at it right here.
Yeah, NQ, very thin. Let's trade NQ. New session highs. Wow, 24,621.
Yeah. Crude looking for session lows.
ES cooking as well. New highs.
Oh,
ES
yeah. We are
67.11.
more than 120 points off the lows.
Incredible. Yep.
Which came in about, 9 o'clock last night, looks like.
Yeah, I felt right around 67.40 in the ES. Depending on your definition, but somewhere around there.
There's
Reconvinced.
a little bit of selling.
Reconvinced on that pop. I guess why not at this point? Buyers are in relentless. No by headlines, no news. Well, I want to call it no news, good news.
Yeah.
Wide on the
Yeah.
headlines. That's kind of what we're seeing.
Headlines yet.
Yet.
It's just a matter of when, I think.
And you say? Cereal is soup. It's a hot take. I agree. In a vacuum, new session lows would be hilarious if I don't have to think about why that might be
Yeah.
happening.
Hey, we
Lows
thought this
in.
Friday, Jack,
I don't think
where
those
we're
are.
like low days in and we just kept rallying. Then Power Hour, we dumped 300 points.
Is that how it went
Yeah,
down?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It was a wild
And it
power
makes
hour.
sense, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to hold on to an equity over the weekend after what was going on.
That's what we kept on saying. Oh, now I remember Friday. That was lit.
Ugh,
It was me, Dakota, and VWAP George all
George.
riding that sucker into the ground.
We were too.
Well, we see another push lower
Right.
in crude. I see a lot of volume trading there in the ES. Crude. Looking for another. Yep. Another push lower in crude. $97.98 just printed.
It's interesting. So the negative gamma at this level is coming from options expiring on 320, the monthlies. Let me look what the zero dates are doing here.
We're
Oh,
selling crude.
zero
New
days are a
lows.
Crude's
complete
dumping.
mess.
Uh-huh. In the
Crude is
chat's
dumping now.
Prime in the chat says, wish this stream was Dakota only, too much talking.
What?
You can get Dakota
What,
only on
silence?
slow markets. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. You get all the Dakota you want. But right now we're seeing crude selling off. New, I guess call it session low. Well, yeah, session low, $96.25.
Yeah, crude looking to go fill that gap.
It's
New
about
session
$5.
lows.
About $5 to go. Crude continuing to sell off. More selling crude now $96. $95.89 now.
We might go all the way back up and down and fill the gap in crude.
Crude on the move lower.
Crude on the move.
Yes, it is. Looking at caught about a $5 sell off last 10 minutes or so. $5. It was stuck in like a dollar range for so long. See some more selling in crude.
We're just getting more and
10-year.
more leaders coming out talking about the possible use of tapping their oil reserves.
Okay.
The German finance minister.
New session highs. New
The use of
session.
oil reserves is an option that is on the table, but is not yet being utilized.
Interesting. $95.40. Session lows in crude. Wow.
It's
10-year catching a
wild.
bid. Look at 10-year catching a bid. Trading on the highs right now.
34 points to settlement in the ES. That would be crazy.
Looks like that's where we're going. We're selling
New lows
crude. Crude, look out below. $5.23 last trade. I'm messing with you, Prime. Stay locked in. We got crude getting sold off pretty good right now. We see some more buying in the equities. Looks like we're going to print some new session highs in the ES, about a point and a half to go. Trade 67.10. Tilt level off 50.
It's below 28.
Uh-oh.
Are we starting to stabilize a little bit here?
In What market?
Just in
NQ?
these markets in general.
Yes, just I mean, sorry.
Gaps are
Well,
filling. We got crude
crude just
selling
sold.
off,
Nature
filling the
is
gap.
healing.
Equities
Crude
here.
just sold off $5. Oh, new session highs ES. Wow, 67.13.
And Nasdaq's not too far from filling the gap.
Sure isn't.
Yeah, depending on your definition of gap, we would hit the low in the ES of Friday is up here very close, 67.15 quarter.
More buying in the ES. Will we continue to print new session highs? About a couple ticks to go there. Last hour or so in the ES, we're looking at about a 70-point rally. 70-point rally in the ES. NQ, about a 300-point rally.
Leading the way is still Broadcom up 3%.
Incredible.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm. Bitcoin
We see crude back
still
up to
kind of
100.
hanging out.
Yeah, come on. Gold. Seeing
There
some
goes
buyers.
Nasdaq.
New highs Nasdaq. Wow,
Nasdaq
what a rally. What
pumping.
a push. What a push. Nice. NQ, about 220 points to go or so to fill the gap, give or take. Session highs Nasdaq 24,639. Yes, same story there. New session highs 67.14. Dakota, what price did you buy? 492s. Wow.
Yeah, I was way there. I was just looking for a
Right?
breakout trade, and it
Oh,
worked. Not expecting this, but never underestimate the buyers.
no, I mean, when positive delta is, we've seen that a few times. Buyers just not let up. Looking at more selling coming in here in crude. Wow.
Ain't done.
We are up. Guys, ES 67.14 in the orders.
67.15 3/4 in the big contract. We get there. That was the low Friday.
We're buying equities. Wow.
There we
Buyers are in the
go.
house.
Okay.
Yep. Buyers are in the
That's
house.
close.
Yep. Okay.
Gap is almost filled here in the Nasdaq.
We're going, we have about 20 points to go. We're buying. Look at this. Wow.
NQ is just down, is almost scratch right now, just down
Incredible.
0.1%. Still down 0.4% in the ES. Russell's down 0.9% still. A lot more, I would think, energy sensitive companies in the ES. Like airlines have been destroyed last week. They'll probably catching a bid right now.
We are on the move higher. Yes. Point off the highs that just did print. Gold back above 5,100. 5,106. And crude.
Now, Dakota, when you're
Selling
looking at
off.
this gap, are you looking for the settlement gap?
Correct. Yep. When I'm looking at the gap, I zoom out and I'm looking at from where we closed. I'd say these 660s, right? So we're already. You can look at it both ways. You can say, oh, okay, we filled the gap. We tested this settlement, but I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the last price traded Friday afternoon versus the first price traded Sunday night. So like 660s. the zone, right? So it's not exact. Like, I wouldn't say exact. If we turn around here, I'm like, okay, that's enough because we filled most of it. We're really close. So I'd love to see us trade these 60s and then reverse somehow. Or we just grind higher.
That's certainly what it looks like.
Mhm. Just chalk it up to Sunday night shenanigans.
Probably. For another push. Looks like we got crude. Continuing to see, well, another move to the downside. Crude $96 last trade. Oh, 95,
Well,
90.
crude fill the gap.
About $4 to go. Looks like we're going to. Looks like the NQ wants to continue to grind this thing higher. Probably. Little pop here in gold. Just pull back. Do you feel confident being long? I mean, obviously we've seen this rally. It's 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 the scary trade. Being long is, however, the market's saying continue to grind higher. Gold trading 51.10, looking at $20 rally.
It's truly amazing. So crude's what, like close to $25 off its high, one day,
30%.
one session.
Yeah.
30%.
Yeah.
30 was up 30%.
Yep.
We got
It's
here.
20% off its high.
Boone Morgan in the chat. Just past 3 combines. Job well done.
Nice.
More selling in crude. Crude $95, $94 handle just printed. 94.69. Just printed. We're looking at about a $5-6 sell off in the last 20 minutes or so. $5-6 sell off. I said it's so casual. It's insane. New
Crude not done.
Crude not done.
Crude not done.
10-year just printed new highs. Jack, what was that
NASDAQ
headline?
holding up pretty well.
In regards to crude, talking about opening up some countries, talking about opening up their strategic reserves.
I think that they're all kind of signaling, don't freak the F out and send oil to $150, $200 a barrel, because we will
intervene,
release some of our reserves.
Okay.
So you have to have that in the back of your mind if you're long this oil contract.
And about it's a dollar bounce right there in crude. $95.65 to just print.
So there's a little bit of the
Think we
upside.
could bounce back
obviously
up to 100.
Some shit. Yeah.
The implied range today was
100%.
huge in the options, like the straddle or whatever, like 130 points wide. We're still a little bit in the middle of that.
All right, we took a peek at those live funded leaderboard from today. But I wasn't here on Friday. I want to see how they did on Friday. Some top 5 live funded P&Ls and funded payouts. So who do I ask? JD. JD, come on in if you're good to go. What's up, JD?
Good to go. What's up, guys? How we doing? Let's take a look.
Wow.
Yes, we have Friday's top 5 live funded payouts and P&Ls. Let's start with those P&Ls. We've got some big numbers to share here. Clement C, top of the list, trading that 100K live funded account just in the ES S&P only. Second winning day in the live funded account for Clement. Great start to his career in the LFA. Kai, also on his very first winning day in the LFA, trading a 150K account. Just the NQ, $49,426 in profits for Kai. Pull, 150K LFA, also trading the NQ. First trading day and first winning day. Came out swinging on his very first day in the live funded account. Pull with $30,523 in profits. Very first trading day in that live funded account. John B, 25,647 trading the NASDAQ. John's digging out of a bit of a hole, but 25 grand is a nice way to start digging your way out of that hole, right? Andrea A, first winning day in the live funded account, pulls in $15,179 in profits. Big shout out to the top 5 and all of our live funded traders here at Top Stop. But these top 5 doing exceptionally well going into the weekend last week. All right, let's take a look at those payout numbers. Some more impressive numbers going into the weekend. Preston B, $48,092 going into the pocket. Mind you, these traders are taking money out of the live markets and lining their pockets with it. $48,092 payout going into the weekend. Nice job, Preston. Irvin, $15,840. Anthony R, $13,500. Ridwan, $13,320. And William L rounds out the top 5, $12,042. I know MP shared our payout numbers from last month on the Twitter X Waves. And you want to talk about impressive numbers, go look that up if you want. I'm not going to share it here, though. All right, guys. That's what we've got.
Thank you, JD. A
Thank
little
you.
pop here in crude. A little pop in crude, about $2 pop, 96.73 last trade. Little selling here in the equities. Yes, about 13 points off the ES trading 67.04. And Q paying 24,600. Big numbers.
Yeah, they're trying to. Is it kind of like almost a gap fill? Remember, it's not exact. It's more of a zone. Do we have a sell off here in equities and a rally into crude? Maybe.
Crude $2. $2 off the recent lows just printed. We're talking $2 rally in 5 minutes. Crude trade $96.50. Now 96.60 trades.
Yeah, Nasdaq trying to break below or hold 600 here.
Any trades lining up for you, or we're just waiting for the settlement gap?
Just waiting. Now, there's a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute. I see some traders in the chat calling it out. If this was a little bit higher and we got to if this happened, this 3-bar reversal happens a little bit higher after we filled the gap, I would have taken it. This one's still valid because technically it's at a major level of support resistance, which is these mid to lower 600s. So I don't mind this trade at all. It just I was kind of waiting to see if we could come up here into these 60s and find some type of 3-bar reversal.
Well,
ES holding bid.
Mm-hmm. Everything's recovered a little bit. Mag 7, Meta's down 1.3, Amazon's down 1.4, Tesla down 2.25%.
Crude train 96.47. Yeah, how is it above 70 yet?
No, it actually sold off a little. Sorry for that. No.
No.
68 handles, 68,833 in the spot market for Bitcoin.
Okay.
Interesting.
Again, pin to the top of the chat. Get those questions in for group coaching. We got D, Anne Marie, Gabe. Got morning highlights after this with Jack and JD. Ooh, Diamond Hands after morning highlights with Jay and Dolby Time and Power Players.
Nasdaq holding the 600 level and Crude sellers coming back in on crude oil.
Walnuts going bold. ES heading toward overnight lows. That would be
Ooh.
something.
It's like what,
That'd be wild.
65, 80, somewhere down there.
ACH though, we seen on
Yeah.
Friday.
True.
It's the kind of similar position we were saying on Friday. Are the lows in?
Oh,
This would be
back
a
my-
little more extreme, but yes.
Yeah, it would be a
Man.
little more extreme.
In the back of my mind, it's saying no for whatever reason. Not financial advice at all.
Oh, Dakota stopped pedaling the bicycle that powers his camera. So he'll be back in a few seconds.
Ooh, he's got the Elgato. I like
Yeah.
that.
I got it.
Hey,
I got it. Give
And
me
an
2 seconds.
OBS.
Get Dakota back here. 67.05. Now 06 is holding bid in ES. And Q. I'm figure out what to do with 24,600. Heads up, heads up.
Yeah.
The big one.
Don't see.
The Stockholm.
Yeah. Stockholm Hammer, baby. Not seeing any news besides Rubio. I wouldn't think this would be too moving. Rubio considering designating Afghanistan next state sponsor of wrongful detention following Iran first receiving designation.
We have a Trump roundtable. So it's a Trump roundtable, 2:30 p.m. Central. So that'll be during power hour
Today?
today.
Okay.
And
Does
then
it mention with who?
Does not, just roundtable. I'm sure you could have we have an idea who maybe. Actually, that's not true. Never know. Never know.
Well, on Friday it was about the about college sports.
Yes. Saw Messi was in the house the other day.
Ah,
NASDAQ trying to hold these 600s.
Yes, they are. Dakota, slow markets, 7 p.m. Central, Top Step TV. Who will be joining you this evening?
Correct. Coach Jay is going to be
Yep.
joining me on the evening. Remember, I'm starting 3 minutes early. It was 7:30. It's now 7 p.m. Central. That's so we can capture the majority of the volatility that's coming in right at the open of the Asian session, and it should be a good one. It helps because during the daylight savings change, the time change, depending on where you're at, I'm able to capture both of it, regardless of whether it's spring, fall, winter, either or.
very nice. Sure to be an exciting evening in the markets. Don't let the name fool you.
Yeah.
Will not be
Yeah.
slow in all likelihood.
Yes. I think grinding lower here. About 15 points off the highs as we trade 67.02.
In chat, I saw it mentioned. Has anyone tried the Arch Burger from McDonald's, and is it any good?
Are you looking at that
Should I get
meme of
that
the CEO?
today?
Have you seen the meme of the CEO?
Oh yeah.
That was funny. All right.
Catching strays.
Yeah, crude. 96.
This is an interesting one.
80.
Dakota, why did you stop trading the Nikkei? I think I have an idea. Why did you
Why
stop
do you
trading the
think that?
Nikkei?
No, I mean,
Because those markets are behaving psychotically.
100% yes. And it was splitting my focus, right? Last year, and every trader that's a true trader will do this. That they go through ups and downs, they struggle, and then they have to take a step back. And I mean, I'm never prone to that. I go through about 2 struggles a year, give or take, right, on average. And I've been doing that for most of my trading career, and that was during one of them. And my decision was to narrow my focus. I was trading NASDAQ, gold, the Nikkei. I was looking at too many markets, so I narrowed it down, refocused, getting back into it. I see that once things start to settle, I might go back to it. I don't know when. I couldn't tell you. Very similar to crude, right? I was trading crude very, very frequently back in 2013 up to like 2019, and I don't think I've traded crude since. And now crude's starting to pop off. So if it continues to stay volatile but not insane, I might get back into crude oil.
All right, good to know.
Watching crude here. Seeing some more buying, stepping in. It's not exactly cruising higher just yet. Trade $96.75. Yes,
Yeah,
pulling back a
Nasdaq's hanging
little.
around the 600.
Yeah,
I
50-50
wouldn't be surprised to
tilts.
see crude back up to 100.
Same. Put your rifle spot. Closing on $97 here in crude.
All right.
Will it put downside pressure at all on the equities? Or is this the dip to buy? Yes, that's the $1 million question.
What market? Crude?
NQ 20, yeah, no, NQ 24,600. Continue to hold. It won't.
I'd be hesitant buying anything up
Yeah,
here right
I don't
now.
know. We got IB high at 525.
Anything can happen though. Nasdaq could turn
Yeah, I mean
green
the
for
ES
all we know.
pretty much overlapped the Friday bar by like a couple ticks and sold off.
All right, crude above $97 for a second there. Little dip buying in the ES.
That was with the
In
power of
here.
hindsight. That was a dip to buy because Nasdaq's pushing right back up.
Sure is. A 30-point pop there. Wow. 24,640s. Same with the ES. ES with about a 10. I'm going to call it 8-point pop. 67.11. 6 points off the highs there.
Crude
What the
oil
hell was
starting to
that?
sell off again.
Oh. That's with conviction, too. More buying ES.
See if we
Buying
go up
in.
to those 660s here in the Nasdaq.
That's the gap, correct? That's the gap we're looking to
Yeah, I want
fill.
to see these 660s in the Nasdaq. And if we start to slow down, maybe I'll start to
Okay.
entertain a short. And sometimes it comes right at the end of fast markets too.
About
There's
a
some good
buzzer beater,
trades
Dakota.
that tend to set up.
Noticed.
A little buzzer beater action here.
Mm-hmm.
Dow. What's going on in the Dow? About 100 points off the session highs, and the Dow 47,110. Call it.
Liam bought the 600 there for
Did
a
you?
nice trade. Nice.
What was your risk? That was nice trade. Where was your risk on that trade? Just out of curiosity. Nice trade. Did it get rejected? Let me see more buying. Interesting. Yep. Morning highlights with JD and Jack.
Indeed. What else we got coming up today? We got Diamond Hands joining with Jaden Dolby.
Oh, yeah.
And Marie's in the house for group coaching. Nice little day.
Yes, indeed. Interesting. I did not, based on what we saw at the reopen, it's not necessarily expecting this type of price action. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest with you.
Ooh.
Chaos.
I was
that
kind of
30
expecting
No,
a lot
that
of selling
VIX.
pressure.
Yeah, that VIX got me fired up, man.
Yeah, I know. I was
Felt
kind
like
of thinking, hey, can we finally break out of this, 6 months range here in the equities to the downside? And no, we did not. We tried.
I mean, back to what I started with, some of the actions overnight, but we bounced right off the 200-day moving average in the what would have been the 200 moving day average in the SPX. That was the low of lows.
And stay locked in. Don't let the market
Oh yeah.
get into a lull, right? That's when the competition is sleeping.
Laser focus.